Hey guys, Archibald the Chesterfield the Third, AC3. I want to say, man, I really want to say that I'm here, happy to be on the show. Guys, let's get the guests on now. Let's get these puppies on now. Let's get these babies here on, because I want to get the show on the road. I want the road show. Blue Shirt Buddha, I just sent you your invite on WhatsApp. We're punching way above the weight. Punching way above the weight today on this wonderful, glorious program. What can I say? Dear me, what can the matter be? Guys, let's get this baby on the road now. Tank Williams the Third, $2. I want my Pontiff TV. Happy half hour. Thank you, Tank. What a cool, wonderful, charming guy. Tank Williams the Third. I really do appreciate your kindness, your generosity, all the good stuff that you do for me. So I'm over the moon. Over the moon, man. Over the moon. Over the moon. I gotta tell you, man, come on, let's be good. Let's be good, man. Okay, jump on the program. Jump on, guys, jump on. There we go. The invites have been sent. The Buddha. I'm drinking coffee. Drinking coffee today. Drinking coffee. Espresso. And, man, I'm churning the Blue Shirt Buddha. Hello, Blue Shirt. How are you?
I'm good, my Pontiff. How are you?
I got some furniture delivered today.
Excellent.
I'm in a good mood.
You didn't have to curse anybody out today, huh?
I didn't. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know what it is. Why is it that everybody is just so lazy? In Australia, they're slack. Just keep... If you're going to deliver it a certain day, just honor the bargain, man. It's easier than dealing with strife. And if you've got a problem, instead of sending a text, just pick up the phone and ring them and say, look, I'm very sorry, we got a problem here. Can I give you a... You know, that's kind of what it is there.
Yeah, nobody wants to do that anymore.
Yeah. It's just how it goes, I'm sorry. So, that's it. That's it. It's very sad. Blue Shirt, what's happening in your collecting days? Tell me what's happening.
Not much. I'm kind of in a holding pattern until I get my my employment situation back together again. But I have been kicking around, and a couple of ideas. With my core 3 or 4 watches, if I bring something in, something else has to go. So I saw a really...
Have you thought about a bit of self-employment? Can you do something yourself, man?
Yeah. I am. I'm also waiting on to hear about something that I've applied for. But yeah.
SP, $5. I thought the swearing and abuse of Raj was well out of order. Ooh. Thank you. SP.
I was looking at a really nice 16713.
What? Oh, two-tone GMT.
Correct, on a jingly, not so jingly Jubilee.
Advertisers, what sort of services? Somebody may have a job for you. We could just do a quick little spec. What do you do? And because I'm sure people love you, they love you. What do you do? And what do you?
Well, the business I was in was we set up audiovisual equipment for mainly business meetings. You got $10.
$10 from Simon James, £10. doing a handstand in the kitchen. I want to be in same direction as the Pontiff down under. Pontiff, please say hi to Northern Hemisphere guys by waving your foot towards the carpet. There we go, guys. Carpet beetles. Guys, I want to tell you, so you were looking for, what sort of work are you looking for then? What sort of work in what area?
I'm looking to do anything at the moment, but worst comes to worst, there's always Uber.
You're an IT man? You're an IT guy? Or?
I was more a customer service guy more than IT, but
okay.
No, but I'll come up with something.
Okay.
So I was looking at this.
I can always do a video on my blogs, Archieluxury Unemployed blogs. Blue Shirt Buddha needs a job.
Thank you.
If we can do anything to help you. I've got some amazing customers who like you. They like you. They know you. They like you.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you, Pontiff.
Have you enjoyed your time off? Have you made the most of it?
Yeah, I mean it's been nice, and I've gotten some things done around here. I actually had a flood in my basement, but that's been taken care of, and but I haven't been working for this long, for this length of time since I was like 16. So I'm eager to get back to work.
Okay. Is there anything you can do yourself? What else could you do yourself as a job? Is there any jobs you could do yourself?
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of delivery jobs, and I've been trying to get close to where I was money wise as to where I was making before, but
yeah,
I still got some time, so. I'm not panicking yet.
If it's not too rude to ask, what sort of hourly rate were you making before?
I was over $50 an hour.
Okay, so you're quite specialized.
Yeah. So, but I know I'm not going to get probably close to that, but we'll see. Yankee Doodle Nanza, $5.
Yankee Doodle Nanza, Yankee Doodle. Here we go, $5. How is it that watch prices have been on the rise with unemployment at an all-time high and the economy functioning at 50? Now, that's a very good question. I've asked the same question. Look, the problem is there's a lot of bullshit stimulus out there. So governments are actually funding this bullshit. The other things is that because, okay, yeah, that's technically true. The economies are functioning at 50%. Look at this. We've got $50. $50. We will get onto that in one moment. The reality is that if people aren't traveling, so the actual budget for watches has gone through the roof. Instead of buying a jet ski or a speedboat or a car, they're saying, well, I might just buy a watch.
Right.
So instead of leasing a new Audi or a new BMW, they're saying, hang on a minute, that could be a bit risky. Right. How about I get a new watch? So I think the reason is because people aren't doing other things like travel and speedboats and shit like that, but they still want a pick-me-up. And watches are just such a cool thing. RCO, $50! $50! Arch, looking for a steel stunner to celebrate Uncle Joe in November. Thoughts on the Royal Oak, maybe Chrono versus VC overseas?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Royal Oak Chrono.
Look, I got to be totally honest with you. My best advice to you, I don't know if I'd get the Chrono. Chrono from Royal Oak, Audemars Piguet. Audemars Piguet Royal Oak is notoriously expensive to service. Yes. If you're going to buy a Royal Oak, let me give you the best advice I can. Get a three-hander, okay?
15,500 or 15,300 or 400?
15,300, 15,400, any three-hander. The other thing is, if you're going to buy an overseas, now the Vacheron overseas, let me just give you a numbers. I don't know how to put this. Friend of mine bought the previous series VC overseas chronograph.
Gen 2, okay.
Which had the date at 12.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
That's a 44,000 Australian dollars. What's that? 35 US or something.
Give or take, yeah.
He bought it second hand.
Mm-hmm.
It was a white dial, so that's the least desired.
Okay. So far, so good.
14 Aussie, which is about 9 US, 8 or 9 US.
So it took a double hit. Wow.
Yes, what I'm trying to tell you is I'm not saying it's a bad watch. All I'm saying
it's a
is,
great
man,
watch.
Gotta buy that second hand. Now, if you're buying new, you want to buy 3-hand Royal Oak. I would even say, if you want to buy a Royal Oak, what about the Royal Oak Offshore Diver? I think that is a great watch. I think that's probably the most luxury of divers. What do you reckon?
I mean, I'm not a big Royal Oak Offshore guy. The one I do like is the Navy themes that Clyde has. I love that
tell
watch.
You, many years ago, because Royal Oak has got the offshore series, there's so many colors and variations. I could never understand. They got the orange and they got, the red, the orange and all these weird colors. And I went through them and I discovered my favorite choice would be the Navy themes.
Yeah.
It's got that. I love blue.
Yeah,
Royal,
so do I.
Dark blue is just...
Yep, and then Clive even took it up another notch, and he got the bracelet for it, and that's really an amazing watch with the bracelet.
Yes, bracelet wasn't that expensive. He said.
No, it wasn't. You got SP $5.
SP $5. Here we go, $5. Trump will win in a landslide. The Democrat convention has been cringeworthy in the extreme. I gotta tell you, seriously, I don't understand American politics, okay? I may come from a country where our right wings are called liberals, okay?
Right.
Okay?
Yeah, your ass backwards down there.
Yeah. So the thing is, we'll come on to James Conn II. The thing is this. They're saying Biden's mentally not all there. They're saying
he's senile.
Look, let's be honest. No, stop. I think any man who gets to run for president has to be brilliant. Okay? No, the media misscrews how they... It's the sound bites. They only report one sound bite a day. No, it's so easy to be trapped. They're not really good. They're not good there. And Mark Goldberg, we're just adding the dog trainer. Hello, doggy trainer. Turn your volume down. Hello, Mark. Okie dokie. Okay, James Conn 2. Here we go. James Conn 2, $2. Mrs. Yamamoto, a self-aware carpet beat. Now, the Yamamoto, I get some funding. Okay, so basically, I married this woman, right?
Right.
I tell you honestly, I was actually all ready to marry a Thai lady. Okay, my dad said to me, he said, I had the wedding booked at the registry office. My dad said to me, he said, if you marry her, you're going to have to start paying rent at my house, because I was living rent free. Right. And he said, look, why don't you, he said, I don't know why you like these Asian women, but anyhow, that's your thing. He said, I don't know why and now he's with a Asian woman himself. And he said, why don't you find one that at least has got PR and at least has a job? And he said, preferably find one with a house deposit. And that's exactly what I did. Okay. And it was great. She was amazing. She wanted to have kids immediately, so we did. Right. And then, of course, if any of you guys watch Netflix, you got Netflix, Blue Shirt?
I don't. Oh. I had it, but I don't.
Sex and Love. Go and watch that documentary. It's now on Netflix. Sex and Love. They look at Japan. And, these women turn sexless. Now, I've never, ever put up with sexless relationships. I won't.
Right, well, why should you?
100%. And I got to tell you, in all honesty, right? All honesty, I've always been pretty well demanding. All my wives have complained about the sex, okay? And my second wife was even a former provider, okay? And I got to be totally honest with you, totally honest. I mean, I had this discussion with the Japanese lady last. I said, why would you get married if you weren't getting your end in? She said, there's more to marriage and relationship than just sex. I said, what? Wouldn't you just be friends? Wouldn't you just be friends? I said, does that make sense or not?
Sure.
It's the glue. Sex is the glue that
Correct.
keeps a relationship going. And I mean, seriously, I think you'd be wanting to have sex at least twice or 3 times a week as a minimum. Otherwise, you just outsource. You just go to a parlor. Wouldn't you do that? I mean, it's serious. No bullshit. What's the point? I'll be honest with you. I just said this. Hello, just 1 minute there. Here we go. Wayne Kerr, $5. A friend took me to a Chinese massage parlor. I was hoping for a happy ending. Instead, the lady did acupuncture, which would have been okay, except she used chopsticks. Boom, boom! Wayne Kerr, thank you so much. I've actually had erotic acupuncture.
Really?
You know, they can actually put those needles in places where you have an erection for like an hour. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, they can do that. Okay. And believe you me, they're very clever. I got to be totally honest with you, seriously. If you're not having sex 2 or 3 times a week, why would you even? Wouldn't you? It's like buying a car. If you're only driving the car once a month, like you know, like some people baby a classic. Wouldn't you be better just leasing or going to Hertz, getting a? Hey, isn't that make sense? You know what I mean? $10 gun gluten, $10 arch. I bought my first big boy Rolex, a Rolex Datejust 41, silver dial, fluted bezel on Jubilee.
Nice.
It is the perfect one watch. Next watch in 10 to 20 years is a solid gold date.
Can't argue with that, can you?
No. Hello, Mark. Hello, Mark.
Hello, how are you? Hello.
Is that Mark?
Hello.
It
Yeah,
is.
that would be Mark Goldberg, the dog trainer. Hello, and thank you for joining
Because
me today.
I thought it was someone else pretending to be you. I would have let you in.
No,
Sorry.
it's me.
Was the mission?
Yes.
Was the mission successful?
Well, ask Archie to look at his WhatsApp, his personal private WhatsApp.
Oh, thank you. Oh, oh my God! You didn't buy that, did you?
Well, I don't know. Did I?
I gotta tell you, Mark, no bullshit. Jokes aside,
Yes.
it's stunning. No?
Is it?
I reckon it looks better in the ceramic.
It's not too. It's not too flashy. It's not too much. It's not like saying I've got a big one. I should post that in the gay WhatsApp group. I think it would really get the boys going. Don't you think?
You got to put it in the Cardinals chat.
Isn't it? I did. Take a look.
Did you?
Yes, blue shirt. Have a quick peek.
That's amazing. I honestly, are you happy with it? When did you get it?
Ah.
Well,
Nice.
the question is first, not when did I get it? The question is, did I get it? Will I get it? Should I get it?
Well, it's on your wrist. What are you talking about, Mark?
Well, yes, it's on my wrist, but.
But did he pull the trigger?
That's the question. I think we should talk about it in the comments. And for, I don't know, like maybe $25,
Mark,
$30
buy it.
worth of super.
Stop mucking around and buy it, Mark. Life is for living, okay?
Should I get another job, drive a little bit of Uber, and pay?
There you go. Deliver pizzas. Second or third job. Mark, it's stunning. I mean, it's
What is the
stunning.
watch? What watch is it?
I will bring it up on the screen. Can I do that, Mark?
Yes, you go right ahead. Feel free.
Okay, that's good because I got to tell you, Mark, that is an absolute.
Stunner.
Yeah, it's a stunner.
It is a stunner, and I mean,
Is
to
it a
own one
steel
of these.
stunner? Is it a
Is
steel
it a steel stunner? Okay,
is
we're gonna
not.
bring this baby up. I'm gonna
It is.
bring this baby up, baby. Gonna get this baby up on the screen now. There we go, guys.
It is not a steel stunner. That is
Wowzers!
not
Get
steel.
rid of that.
Oh,
Yeah.
There you go.
that's
How
nice.
much is that, Mark? How much is it gonna cost?
That's a Fike-Off piece right there, isn't it?
For sure.
And I gotta say, gun gluten, I think a Datejust 41 is absolutely perfect. That's all you need. Honestly,
Absolutely. Yep.
I think one and done, and then
Agreed.
get a president later. Good idea.
Yep. Done and dusted.
This watch is a get the hell out of my way, you Fiker.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can do bicep curls with it as well.
Can do what?
Bicep curls.
It is a little. It is meaty, you know.
It's
much like myself. It is meaty beefy.
it's stunning. Absolutely stunning.
That's ceramic, isn't it?
Well, thank
That's
you.
all ceramic.
It is indeed. Yes.
Yeah.
Ceramic pins.
Hello, Marky. I gotta tell you that's.
In the links so that you don't.
How much is it? What's the price? Give me the price. Give me the price.
Well, these boogers sell for somewhere around $35,000, U.S.
And that's American
joking.
dollars.
Yeah, no, it's crazy money. Okay.
What's the retail on it?
I just told you.
They sell it retail?
All I can tell you is retail price. I think I'm not looking at the website right now, but I'm pretty sure it's like right around 35. I think that's MSRP, I believe.
Yankee Doodle, here we go. $2. That's a shady real estate developer's watch. Or the world's best dog trainer. Did you buy that from your advance on the book?
But that's a business that I aspire to. So I hope shady real estate developer one day.
That is $35,750 US on the Rolex website.
Oh my God, that is not
35.
cheap,
I was right. It's 35.
Yep. 35,750.
And
Crazy.
scrap is probably even more. The scrap value is probably even more.
No, scrap would be about $5,000. It wouldn't be that much.
No, just exaggerating. But yeah.
But it is beautiful, Mark, and I think the blue is better than the black. What do you think?
The blue is spectacular. I wouldn't buy that watch in black. I mean, you got to. Are you going to get?
Would you go for the pre-ceramic? But okay, the next question is, you could get the pre-ceramic. Would you go for that?
Garbage. It's garbage. It does less than nothing for me. I have this pre-ceramic bluesy, and it's small and flimsy and garbage with it's jingly jangly, even in solid gold. And it stretches. So,
I once fixed a black all gold sub. I didn't not the inside, but the outside. The bracelet needed refinishing, and so did the case. It was one heavy mother, and that's pre-ceramic.
Wow, that's amazing. How much did you charge to do that?
It was quite a while ago. It was about £100. Yeah, £100 in those days.
How can you make any money charging so little?
It was this was 15 or so years ago.
When 100 pounds was 100 pounds.
And it was about half an hour's work, so not too bad.
Okay. What do you think of these things? Do you think they're honestly? Would you get the same effect? You've got a two-tone, haven't you, Mark?
I do. I have the pre-ceramic.
You're not happy with the two-tone? I found the two-tone to be far more enjoyable.
It's pre-ceramic. I have the pre-ceramic two-tone.
I still like that watch.
Jingly jangly. I'm gonna rehome it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find it a new home.
So is this a big hunk of gold on the wrist? I mean, you can feel the difference, right, when you put this.
Oh yeah,
when you put that on.
But you sure can. But it's not unwearable because it sits well. It's balanced. So I would say compared to the James Cameron, this is way more wearable.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
The James
How
Cameron
does the weight compare to the James Cameron?
You know, I'll have to weigh it. I don't know, but I would say it's probably close, like in the 205, 210
Tell me this,
gram.
Mark. If you're looking at one of these, would you consider the Smurf instead of this?
Yeah, I think you have to have very big testiculars to buy a Smurf, and the reason is I love it. The Smurf is beautiful.
It
but
is.
That's nice. Yeah.
It's very much stealth wealth.
Correct.
Like,
Only you know it's white gold.
yeah, exactly. I mean, wow. Don't get me wrong. I think it's amazing. It's an amazing watch, but I really question who's going to spend that kind of money on a watch when only you know that it's gold.
This
I mean,
definitely
it looks
has.
like a steel watch.
Yeah, this definitely has the F-off factor for sure.
That's right. Nobody is getting.
Mr.
You know what?
C, $1. Thank you, Mr. C.
The Smurf says, "Excuse me, pardon me, please make way."
Right.
Whereas the yellow gold says, "Get out of my way, you dirty fiker."
Mark, if it makes you happy, buy it.
Well, we shall see. The rancher has texted me. I asked
What
him
are
if
you
I could-
selling to pay? What are you selling to get it? So you're going to sell the two-tone Submariner.
I was going to sell Pincus.
What's Pincus?
The right one or the left one? I forget.
Uh-huh.
Come
I
on,
love
help
it.
Help a brother.
I love it. I love it.
I want
03 Just RX $2. Explorer 1 or no date? I would go no date. I think the sub no date is a beautiful watch. I think it's better than the Explorer, but they're more expensive and harder to get. But both, I got to tell you, the Explorer 1, oh geez,
Explorer
you know
is,
what?
Explorer is one of the
I
most
think I could
versatile
go for the
watches
T-Rex
ever.
hands.
Yep.
It's got
exactly.
investment potential.
Yep. It's one of the most versatile watches there is, and it's the under-the-radar Rolex. Everybody and his
Exactly.
brother has a sub. Not everybody and his brother that has a no date sub, but
Exactly.
Oh, I'm going to get a Panda, I think, too.
nice.
Yeah. I want to own fewer but nicer pieces.
There's nothing wrong with that. Cull the herd.
I want to own less.
Quality over
They're
quantity.
hard to read. Daytonas are hard to read.
Daytonas
know,
are hard to read.
You bring up a very good point about the Daytona being hard to read. The only way to really bond with a Daytona is to consider it a Rolex bracelet that tells time if you look at it long enough.
That's right.
Like if you stare at it long
Spot
enough,
on.
you'll figure out what time it is. But basically, you just have to think of it as a bracelet.
On
Yep.
point.
Rolex,
Yeah.
you know?
Yep.
Then
But the
you go-
Panda is truly out of all the Daytonas that's the most
one.
stunning one.
Yeah, it's the one. And they tell time, sort of.
Right.
You know, if you squint a lot, and you have at least morning light, you get into afternoon light. My last Daytona that I had, I used to take it off at 4:00 in the afternoon in the winter because by then it was too dark to read it.
Right.
You know,
Exactly. Yeah.
it was just frustrating. I always thought the make a Braille edition where you could swing open the the crystal and touch the hands.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So are you mulling it over, or did you pull the trigger?
I don't know. Should we just answer that flat out, or should we at least demand $5 out of the punters for answers?
5? Come on, bit more than that.
Did the pontiff
Juicy information
wander
like
off?
this.
Has Archie wandered off? I'm
I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
I can hear.
Nice to talk to you. Nice to hear you, boys. Well, okay, here's the situation. I went there to have detailed discussions about availability
Mm-hmm.
and to talk about just to reaffirm my connections. It was a nice discussion. My buddy over there showed me something that I have a photograph of that it made me laugh. Rolex has their own sanitizer, hand and watch sanitizer. It's a literal Rolex part number. It has their logo on it.
Get out
You're
of here.
joking.
Yeah, no, I'm not kidding. So that's an Archie Luxury exclusive now. If you'd like, I'll send you a photograph of it.
Wow.
Yeah, they have
That's
their
amazing.
own. They have their own sanitizer because they don't want the AD spraying their watches down with just anything. You know.
I
So
see.
they produce their own antimicrobial, antiviral spray. Rolex leaves literally nothing to the imagination. They have provided. You know how the ADs have these trays with a cushioned, velvet bottom. They place the watches on when they're showing them.
Yep.
Rolex sent them stacks of very fine parchment paper cut to the exact specification of those trays so that they can have like a one-time use paper covering now. So
wow.
So it's like basically like a tablecloth that they just throw away in between watches and customers.
Here we go, $5.
$5. Hershey Squirt, $5. If you make 2 lasagnas and stack one on top of the other, how many lasagnas you got? You'd still have 2, wouldn't you?
You'd probably eat it a little quicker though.
But your lasagna is not really good diet food. You know this,
Did you know that you can make lasagna without even cooking the noodles? Just layer them in raw, just pour extra sauce on top of them, and they will actually cook in their own sauce as it bakes. And it's even better that way than if you boil the noodles and spend all that extra time, because they just cook in sauce. So they get actually delicious.
Yeah, that's how we make it. We get the kind of the dried pasta sheets. You put them on, and you just put in the oven. You're right; it cooks with the white sauce and the tomato. So,
all right, enough about the lasagna. Let's get back to the gold sub.
Blue shirt wants it.
So the answer is, we're in deep discussion. We're in the discussion. We're dating. We haven't sealed the deal yet, but we're dating. We're dancing. We're checking availability. I believe that they had that. I believe that one was spoken for. But
no discount.
We're deep in discussion, and but I need to fund it, right? So in order to fund it, here are the things. I don't even want to think about selling anything until after Rolex makes their announcements, because
could you swap it for the Exploder?
I am in the Exploder.
Could you swap it for the Exploder?
It's probably worth around the same money.
I know, that's why I said it.
Yeah, that's true. Although my Exploder is worth more to me than its trade-in value. I love my Exploder.
Get a Porsche next time, okay?
You really don't want to be hauling dogs in Porsches. That's the only thing. Take them to the groomer, take them to the vet. You just don't want to be hauling them around, especially client dogs, because they might eat your interior. So you want to put crates in there, and you can't even fit a crate in a Porsche.
Okay. I gotta tell you guys, this has been a great show. We're gonna wrap this puppy up. Thank you so much for coming on. And we'll be back tomorrow. And Mark, congratulations on considering. I got to tell you, in all honesty, my negotiations for that world travel time haven't gone very well, because I haven't sold the 5127. It's very tough at the moment. I haven't had that many good offers.
That's because you don't own Rolex. And Rolex always
100% right, Marky. I got to tell you. I tell you exactly. You're right. Okay, guys, we will catch you in the next one, and thank you for coming on.